Whether we're eating, sleeping, working or relaxing, we spend most of our lives inside buildings. In the UK, in fact, surveys suggest we spend an average of 22 hours a day indoors. But many of our homes and offices are woefully inefficient, either too cold in the winter or too stuffy in the summer to heat, leading to costly energy bills for householders. It's no surprise then that buildings make up around 40% of the UK's total carbon footprint. Yet solutions already exist to create warm, affordable, zero-carbon homes, and a few developers such as Situ are leading the way.
I think when you look at both property and construction, they're two of the very slowest industries to change. And it goes the whole way through the industry, from when you get a valuation on a house, one of the first questions is it made of brick and does it have a slate roof? So this sort of thinking drives a lot of the behaviours, and the industry is a big juggernaut. We still fundamentally build homes in a similar way that we did 100 years ago.
Close to the centre of Leeds, Situ is building 500 airtight zero-carbon homes as part of a £125 million development that also includes a school, care home and leisure facilities. Homes at the Climate Innovation District boast rainwater harvesting, natural lighting, bike storage and a variety of smart technologies. These include an integrated system which captures and circulates heat from sources around the home to maintain warmth. But perhaps most interesting is the building approach itself. Situ's homes are prefabricated in a factory just across the road using a manufacturing process which it claims are able to produce up to 750 houses a year, while at the same time massively cutting down on costs and emissions.
Situ have been manufacturing in the factory you can see here now for 18 months. We started out producing around about a house a month to start with. When we first started out, quite inefficient, and as we've got more efficient over the year or so, we're now producing one house a week in our factory. By the end of Q2 next year, we'll be running at 3.2 houses per week, and that'll be over 2 shifts in the factory, and we'll be matching the erection of those houses for the same time on site as well. We are disrupting the industry, if you will, so I know there's a lot of nervousness around your other house builders in the industry that building sustainable houses out of timber can't be done, or it's not cost effective, or it's not efficient. And what we've done at Situ and proven is that it can be done, it is cost effective, and we will cause that ripple effect, and it will show other builders that it can be done, and hopefully they will come along on that journey with us.
Only a handful of houses have so far been completed at the site, but the very first tenants have already started to move in.
Where we lived previously, it was a very beautiful building, really lovely to look at, but completely impractical from an actual cost perspective. It was an old stone building that had been refurbished, but really high tall ceilings, leaky windows, so the heating costs were enormous. It feels so much warmer, you know, we don't have to have the heating on, and even the heating system itself, you know, it recycles all the heat that you generate in the house anyway, from washing, cleaning, cooking, etc. So it's really low electricity usage, which is good, and you can just tell the difference when you walk in.
But while many would surely be happy to live in healthy, warm houses that are cheap to run, zero-carbon homes remain far from the norm in the UK. After lobbying from house builders, legislation that would have made zero-carbon a mandatory standard for new homes was scrapped several years ago. And, although the government recently announced plans to ensure all new homes are heated without fossil fuels from 2025, most homes being built today are far below standards needed to meet the UK's long-term climate goals.
The industry requires precedent. They say form follows finance, and so the banks will drive what they're looking to fund through precedent. And so what we hope is through demonstrating things like this that it makes it much easier for future schemes to replicate some of what we've done. The industry needs certainty, and having some certainty over a zero carbon standard, I think the industry would get behind that. I think the public perception has changed, perhaps most recently this year with climate strikes and Extinction Rebellion, etc. The public understanding of the need for addressing the climate catastrophe that we have is really strong. So I think government, we're certainly hoping will re-adopt the zero carbon standard, give some certainty, some timescales, and industry will be able to meet that demand.
If the UK is to reach net zero greenhouse gas emissions by the middle of the century, ensuring our homes are up to scratch will be a hugely important part of the puzzle. But promising lower construction costs, cheaper bills and more resilient communities, the benefits of building homes today that are fit for generations to come could scarcely be clearer.
For us, this is absolutely home. The benefits we get where we live now, the fact that we're city centre, the fact that we're doing morally the right thing, and it'll be financially beneficial from where we lived previously. I think the only thing that's going to make me move out of here is when they can't fit a stair lift into the stairs and my knees give out.